Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo!
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Lex Too Real, and we're back up in this thing with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about Baddies Africa episode. Let's go ahead and get into this drama. Now the episode starts off with the girls still arguing from the last episode. Summer, Coke Killer, Dolly. Now what's killing me is Dolly. At your big age, you're sitting there crying about a trio, talking about something, y'all not gonna take our spot, girl. Now when Lil Bit and Dolly get into it, Lil Bit is Coke Killer for y'all that don't know. I be butchering names, okay? I be having to give them nicknames so I can remember, okay? So Lil Bit ends up fighting Dolly. Ooh, Dolly whooped her a little bit. Now, when they was fighting, the other girls had to hold Summer back because y'all know Summer is a little frog. She likes to leap. She likes to get up in it. She likes to jump, okay? So they had to hold her down. About 4 girls hold her down because she was getting the itch to jump. Dolly was irritating me a little bit, just like her being like snarky and very shady, like with her comments. It's giving like, you trying to be a mean girl and you trying to hold down your spot of a trio, but baby, that's why you've been voted 3 weeks in a row the least valuable baddie. 3 weeks in a row. I don't know if they did it this weekend, girl. If you on there again, girl, pack your bags. Now, Pretty Pete told Summer, baby, either way it go, you getting dropped in a pond, a pool, a body of water, okay? Just like you did my watch, I'm finna do you the same. And I said, that's what I'm talking about, okay? Keep that same energy. Now, Ivory is talking to Kay, Rican, and Fauna about what happened on the bus. Now, let me say these two are growing on me real bad, okay? They growing on me real bad. Now, Ivory calls in Loco and Lex. Okay, I call it Loco because, girl, some off. I don't know what it is, but some off. Now, Loco throws water on K Rican. Yeah, they get to fighting. K Rican ends up putting Elsie in a headlock. Loco, she ends up putting her in a little headlock, just a little one. And I see Lex over there, you know, trying to get her arm off of it, trying to break it up a little bit. But here comes Fauna. She jumping in. She done snatched Lex's wig off. The bob is gone. Now, what got me was when Fauna jumped in, Ivory jumped in too by accident and started swinging on Fauna. Child, she said, I didn't mean to do that. Now, what took me, y'all, was Fauna had Lex's wig under her underarm, gathering all the must, okay? And I think that pissed Lex off, and she started walking up to Fauna, and that's when Fauna hit that spider monkey and jumped on top of Lex like she was the last thing breathing, okay? Jumped on top of that ass and took her down like Chris Brown. Now, Lex, good googly moogly. When their ass hit the screen, me and my nigga was watching. I didn't even care if that man was looking, because baby, I was glued to the TV. Me and my 4 eyes was like, huh. Now, after the brawl, all I seen was wig caps, braid downs, and bitches out of breath. A time was had. Now, we get to Anna Mac and Diamond the Body. I'm not going to get into all of that. Bottom line is, Anna Mac, she's going back home. She's going back to the U.S., okay? She came in, she whooped her boss's ass, and she whooped one of her ops, and she dipped. What more can you say? Dolly and Ivory end up squashing their beef, and I was like, you know what? I'm here for it. But baby, someone might get your ass beat up again. To be honest, the common denominator of all the problems low-key stem from Summer. She's a troublemaker. It would not be Baddies without a house meeting, okay? This is what really irritates me about Natalie. Like, girl, you sitting here trying to have house meetings, trying to talk to the girls, trying to figure out what's going on. If you stay in the house, you would know what's going on, or at least be hip to whatever the hell is going on around you at the time, at least, okay? The new trio is trying to explain to Natalie what happened on the bus. I'm sick of hearing this shit, okay? Yes, we know Summer fucked up Fauna's name. They end up fighting. Shit is still up to this day. Y'all, I'm here for a good therapy session with Dr. Moonan. But let's get to the juicy parts, okay? Summer lip swole as hell, ain't it? They worked that damn lip. Now, Laffy Taffy is mad because Elsie got jumped. Rican had me wheezing. when she was talking about Laffy Taffy. And this is what she had to say.
Now you wanna puff your fucking muscles up and walk up with your tight ass butt, bitch.
Now y'all see why she had me wheezing. When she called her tight butt, I lost it. Because now all I see is a tight ass butt squinched up. Laffy Taffy ends up fighting Fauna too. Now, Elsie in the back screaming like, I don't know. She would sound like she was screaming for help. I don't know. Something is off, like I said. I don't know what it is. My thing is, why do you keep fighting K-Rican? And then, better yet, why did you jump in the fight when you was just crying about being jumped? You talk about ain't no rules in jumping, but you were just crying for 3 days straight about being jumped, and now you doing the same thing. And the next time 2 bitches is on your head, I don't want to hear no crying, because remember, you said ain't no rules in fighting. Okay, let's go on to the next. Laffy Taffy is on a world tour with Destiny's Child, honey. She done already went through K-Rican. She done already went through Fauna. Now she finna go ahead and get the last one. She's finna get Michelle. She's finna get Cold Killer, okay? The one who stuck her toe up Diamond the Body's coochie. Now this girl said she will pinch your nipples. She will bite your butts. She will do whatever she needs to while she's fighting, baby. That sounds very kinky to me. That sounds very kinky. What you mean? Now, Lil Bit, aka Cold Killer, starts kicking at Laffy Taffy. Now, what was crazy is Laffy Taffy said, get over here, and grabbed that leg and knocked her ass to the ground. Now, when we get some order in the courts, Rolly's trying to explain, you know, what started everything with LC, Russian Cream, K-Rican, Backwood, Russian Cream. She's disagreeing with Rolly. She's like, you sitting here spreading false narratives. You sitting here lying, bitch, you wasn't even there. I said, oh, now Rolly, the girl's been saying that about you for the longest. That you just be making up shit and just be going with it. And now this is what got me. Like, Rolly, you sitting here trying to explain everything that happened. Girl, wasn't your ass in the kitchen? Wasn't you in the kitchen making 2 to-go plates? Now, when Natalie gives her speech about being embarrassed at the club, she doesn't want the baddies to embarrass her. She don't know what these bitches finna be on. Summer hops up in his own K-Rican head. I said, girl, what happened? How we get here? Was she whispering to you during the meeting? Like, what's she saying? Bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass. Wait till we get up at her, I'm gonna beat your ass. I don't think so. So you just jumped up them demons. Them demons in your head, Summer was talking to you. And making it seem like this girl really want to smoke, but she's really just sitting there chilling, and I'm confused as hell on why you did that. But girl, Summer worked though. I ain't gonna lie, I was proud. I said, wow, Summer. Last but not least, let's talk about Lex calling out Fauna again. Now they get to fighting, and Lex's boneless bonnet was flapping around, so she had to take that off. And right when it was about to square up again, Dolly ends up jumping in. And that's the end of the episode. Child, they a bunch of leapfrogs this season, honey. Next episode finna be a food fight. Y'all just now got food and your bitches is wasted and ungrateful. They're not gonna feed you again. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. It's your girl Lex Too Real, and we about this thing.
Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo!